G'day and welcome to Detour Racing. Time for an update. While we did a lot of planning leading up to the car coming out here, there's only so much you can do in that planning process. Since it's arrived, I've gone through the car a lot more and found a few more bits and pieces we're going to need. They've been ordered, and by the time you see this footage, hopefully I've collected them. So let's get in and have a look at what I've achieved so far for the guys at Altra9. On the floor here, that's the entire cabling requirements for the rear of this vehicle. At the top left of screen, that's for the right hand tail light. Top right of screen is for the left tail light. The squirrely bit in the middle is for the rain light. And right down at the base of the screen there, that's the connector that goes through into the cabin of the vehicle. The engine bay here, we've not touched yet. That'll be in the next week or so we get stuck into that. Looking through the driver's side rear door, you can see some of the harness there laid out ready for the fuel system. Moving forwards, this is going to be a little hard to see because of all the monkey cage. You can see some coloured cable there just hanging down. We've got cabling there for the brakes, the accelerator, and also to make its way through into the engine bay. Looking through the left rear passenger door, you can see the battery there mounted up, and the black harness there is what comes from the back of the car, joins up to the harness I showed you a little earlier, and you can see how it's running up along the tunnel. This particular vehicle's got its little switch control box mounted right down beside the shifter along with the battery isolator, and then from there we have a nice little spaghetti taking shape. Leads all the way up there and around, goes to the larger black box there on top of the tunnel that houses all the relays and circuit breakers. In front of that there's a big fuse and also a negative post. We'll get down here. You can see the cabling that runs up the firewall and then across that made its way over to the driver's side, which you can see a little easier here. The cables right in the middle top of the screen hanging down, that's what comes out for the actual dashboard. And around here you can see the ECUs mounted up on a panel along with a couple of connectors that poke through into the firewall. The big fat cable up there, that's the primary negative coming from the battery up, pokes through, and it's already cabled back over to the negative post here on the top of the tunnel, as is the primary positive. I haven't got the primary positives in there yet. That was all part of waiting till the vehicle arrived before I could work out the cable lengths and get that gear ordered. That'll be one of the priority jobs that we get happening in the next week of activities. There you go, progress being made on the VE here. Next episode, I hope to show you a lot more braided loom as opposed to so much spaghetti hanging out. Thanks for watching, catch you later.